Mike the Vegas guy here. Thank you for joining me for my 2-night stay here at the Horseshoe Hotel and Casino, formerly Bally's on the Las Vegas Strip. This time I'm staying in an executive suite. Let's jump right into it. Welcome to the Horseshoe. This is an executive suite. We're on the 24th floor here. And this is one of their bigger suites. They have bigger ones. They have penthouse suites and other things, but this is kind of the standard. If you're gonna get an upgrade at the Horseshoe, you're gonna get this room. It's got this jacuzzi tub. Actually, I don't think it's a jacuzzi tub. These used to be jacuzzi tubs. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think there are no jets in here. This is just a tub. Okay. That might be an old, outdated thing of the past, I guess. Wonderful vanity. Hi. You've got a vanity here. You've got this, the water closet, if you will. And this really nice shower. The best thing about it, place to sit. But this is a really wide, very big shower. And there's 2 entrances. It's a shower for 2, I guess. You can enter from either side. This bath kind of bisects the whole room here. There's this really great actual vanity with a stool to sit on and another sink. Hi there. Little hook for towels. So you've got a box of tissues. So you've got plenty of towels. They have 2 vanities that come stocked with all the towels and your tissues. So they really expect more than just one person to be staying in this room, I guess. God, I'm so alone. Anyway, here is the bedroom portion. And this is kind of what all the other rooms at Horseshoe look like. You've probably seen on my channel already, I uploaded a video, a room tour of just the standard king room. What happened was I had already stayed here at the Horseshoe in a normal room, was going to just make a video for that, and had this opportunity to stay in an upgraded suite. This is the executive suite. And I figured I would come back, get some more content, get this video with this suite, and I would just upload the room tour separately. So hopefully you've already watched that room tour. We're near the roof. This is the top floor, not the top floor, but the top floor is the 26th floor. We are on floor number 24. Above us are those penthouse suites. So if you look on the outside of the building, you'll see these balcony areas that are above us, and the ceiling is different. This is how you know you're near the top of the building. This kind of, I don't know what you call that ceiling. Very interesting architecture in this suite. And of course you've got the same desk furniture that you see in the other Horseshoe rooms. This room does come with a coffee maker and the fixins there, and a refrigerator. Most all Caesars Entertainment properties come with a fridge. This seems to have all of its shelves intact. Oh, we're missing the little wire that holds your 2-liter bottle of soda in there. Nothing's ever perfect. And the drawers, once again, I've never used a drawer in a hotel room. Tell me in the comments if you did. This door doesn't Door doesn't quite close, but hey, still a very nice room, a very nice suite here at the Horseshoe, and a great view outside. Almost at the Strip. We can see a little bit of Caesars. We can see the Flamingo next door. We can see the construction update of the pool at the Flamingo. All that dirt there. That used to be their pool. They're working on it this winter. So stay tuned. I guess I'll have to go back to the Flamingo and review that over the summer when we have our updated, renovated Flamingo Hotel. Good view of the Sphere and the High Roller. This is a great room, a great upgrade. I did get this as a comp with my diamond status this year, and wanted to take another staycation, and we'll see how this goes. I'm staying only for 2 nights. Take a look at this, folks. Can you hear? That is open air. That is these are old original sliding glass doors. They no longer allow you to go out there. Wow, the old latch mechanisms in there. There are lots of places where you can tell this is the original old MGM Grand building, still the way it used to be. They don't let you out on these balconies anymore. So that's a look at the suite, the executive king suite with the tub, not a jacuzzi tub, but a very nice tub. And I will check in with you tomorrow and tell you what my stay here was like. The Horseshoe is home to many great food and entertainment amenities. It's currently home to shows such as Paranormal, Potted Potter, and X Rocks. Its 2 main restaurants are Jack Binion's Steakhouse as well as Guy Fieri's Flavortown. And of course it's adjacent to, literally connected to, the Paris Hotel and all of its amenities. It has a very nice food court, which I will show you a little later in this video. And of course right now you are looking at the Grand Bazaar Shops. Once upon a time, this was the parking lot when this originally opened as the MGM Grand over 40 years ago. There are countless food and retail options here, and of course now you're looking at Ole Red, which is the newest restaurant, kind of blocks the view of the Strip from the hotel here, but that is Blake Shelton's restaurant. It features live music as well. It's a really great venue. Giordano's Pizza is here, so if you want some Chicago deep dish, it's a great place. They have made it pretty difficult these days to walk from the Strip into the Horseshoe with all of that restaurant and additional retail space built in. But if you follow that escalator straight up, takes you to a bridge right into the casino, right into the hotel check-in. Of course, here is the newest addition. This used to be their sports book. It is now the arcade and arcade bar. It is right next to the food court, which I can't believe they recently renamed into a food hall. This food court has been there for ages. If you were to keep walking straight ahead down that corridor, it takes you to where their pool is, as well as the monorail. And if you go to the right of this arcade here, it is the rest of the lower level entertainment floor. It has the Real Bodies exhibition, National Geographic, there is a speakeasy, there's a nice Ben & Jerry's here as well. Lots of entertainment on this lower level. But for now, let's head back up to the room. Okay, the executive suites at Horseshoe are at the very end of the hallways. They're at the corners and the ends of the hotel towers. You will have to walk. the full length of the hotel to get to these suites, but they're worth it. And the walk is still not as bad as the Flamingo. The elevators are centrally located enough that it's not as bad as the ridiculous shape of the Flamingo. So still not as annoyed as at the Flamingo for this walk down that hallway. All right, let's get a look at the view out here at night out of this room. All right, and this is your view of the quote-unquote blackout curtains in the morning the next day. Don't know how much you can see. Let's open these up. There's our view. The morning. Las Vegas. Again, the construction still active at the Flamingo pool next door. Gotta remember, I'm gonna have to do construction updates from Las Vegas. I'll have to get on the high roller and periodically check in. See if I don't know if you can see the pool from there. Total side note, I know, but if you can see, if I can zoom in, the cabanas are still there. The entire pool is a pit of dirt. Those square frame boxes, those little metal frames. There's some construction workers like standing, like right behind them in them. I'm pretty sure those are their cabanas. They had little, just these frames. They'd put canopies up and they'd have bed, like day bed stuff. Unless I'm mistaken, unless that's something else. I don't know. Anyway. Quick look at the room, morning after. I dare to show you the room lived in. All my Mountain Dew in there. Diet Mountain Dew. You know me, I'm on keto. Forget if I actually really showed the nice armchairs. These are very comfortable. I am happy to report, very comfortable. I forget if I showcased this when I first checked in. A very nice little bench, foot of the bed thing in lieu of a couch. They could totally fit a couch in here. I feel like the wide angle lens I'm using doesn't quite capture how big the space is. It's a big space. What else? There were some things I noticed. I didn't say this yesterday when I checked in, but I have stayed in one of these suites before. So I know a little thing about it. I realized when I walked in I didn't quite give as full detailed first impression of the place. And that is partly because... So I have stayed in one of these suites before, but it was years ago and it was in the other tower. It was in the Jubilee Tower. This is what... They still call it the Resort Tower, but it's the only tower here at the Horseshoe ever since Paris took over what used to be the Jubilee Tower at Bally's and now made it the Versailles Tower. That tower is now technically a part of Paris, even though it's still closer to the Bally's casino. Bally's, Horseshoe. Count how many times I accidentally say Bally's in this video instead of Horseshoe. I'm old enough that that's going to be a struggle for the rest of my life. Like it was for my father, who kept calling this place the MGM Grand when it was Bally's. The renovation that you see behind me, the wallpaper, even the tub and everything, so that was an older reno, and that's where I stayed in the tub that had the jacuzzi jets. I knew that I had been in one of these suites before and it had a jacuzzi tub. It's because it was the older renovation in the Jubilee Tower, and this tub does not have jacuzzi jets. Newer, they're getting rid of that. It's technology that breaks all the time. It was really rough for hotels to have jacuzzi tubs in the rooms. Even though I'm a local, it's still exciting to like be on the Strip. I get a little excited. I really enjoy my staycations because I get to play tourist and it's fun. So those are my thoughts. I think I've covered everything. We covered the bench. It's got a little wear and tear. Not tear, but just some like scuffs and it's not big enough to be a cigarette burn, but it looks like a little puncture there. So, you know, there's a little wear and tear, but it's still a pretty nice renovation and a very nice room. The bathroom, the tub, and everything is great. I have not used this tub. I probably won't use the tub because it's just a tub, not a jacuzzi tub. It is deep. It is deeper than the other tub. I feel like the last time when I was in that other room, it was a shallower tub. It had the jacuzzi jets. It was just basically for the thrill of having a jacuzzi. But this is a taller kind of soaking tub for people who like that. I don't get excited about it. These will probably go untouched. We'll see. Maybe I'll fill it up just to test it out and show you. I probably won't though. I did test it. The water works. The shower head is decent in the shower over here. So that's my first morning report from the Horseshoe, not Bally's, executive suite. Now, you might think what you're looking at here is the Paris Hotel, but technically this part of the building is a part of Horseshoe. This used to be, once upon a time, it was Bally's old showroom, the celebrity room. They tore that all out in order to connect it to the Paris Hotel when they built Paris. And of course, this now is where Guy Fieri's Flavor Town is. I stopped there for some takeout, which I brought up to my room. Yes, I actually picked it up this time instead of paying extra for them to deliver it to my room, but they certainly do offer that as an option here. This is what I ordered, what it looks like when you get it to go. I had a chicken Caesar salad, which was very nice, had a nice little Parmesan crouton there, as well as some buffalo wings. I'm happy to say they were a little different than the wings I got at the other Guy Fieri restaurant over at the Link. Very good, delicious food. I was happy with it. All right, I'm about to check out soon after I actually get dressed and ready. Got a little time, but some final thoughts about my 2-night stay here at the Horseshoe. Of course, this used to be Bally's. I stayed here many times over the years. This was, I think, the first hotel I ever stayed at before I moved to Vegas, when I was still just coming here once or twice a year. For a long time, my family did that. This was the first hotel that I booked as an adult, as a 21-year-old, staying by myself in a hotel in Vegas. That was back when it was still Bally's. The rooms looked nothing like this. It had the blue indigo theming in all of the rooms. It was called the Indigo Tower. Now it's the Resort Tower, when they did their renovation a few years back. Unlike my stay at the Link, this renovation has held up. They've taken pretty good care of these rooms. It's a good looking room. Those chairs are very comfortable. They're really nice chairs. I was looking back at my room tour of the standard room that I did here. I realized those are the exact same chairs in that room. So it is very similar to your normal room here, just bigger size. You've got the tub, the much bigger shower as well. The one thing about this room that's really nice, because it's just larger, because it's just kind of designed to have more people in it, and I guess because of the tub, because there's more than one sink and vanity, the room is better stocked
than the average room. This room has 3 trash cans in it. You usually are stuck with one little tiny trash can for anything you dispose of in your room. I usually end up having a lot of empty cans and bottles. Like you already saw, I got takeout from one of the restaurants here. So it was cool that there was multiple trash bags and receptacles in the room. There are also more towels than usual. That goes hand in hand with the tub, but more than 2 times the amount of the normal set of towels that you get. This room came with 4 bath mats alone because of the tub, the 2 different entrances to the shower. So there was just plenty of everything. Sometimes I have to call housekeeping when I get here for some extra towels or something. There is a great deal of tile floor over there, so the extra bath mats are helpful to have some traction if you're getting out of the tub or shower. If you did watch that other room tour of the standard king room here, I did note at the time that there seemed to be no desk chair at the desk there. And sure enough, this is a few months ago I did that hotel stay. There is a chair that I'm sitting in at this desk. It's the same chairs that I had seen in this hotel before. So my room that time was missing a chair. It's one of those actual desk chairs that kind of rocks back and forth, so it's very possible that these break and get replaced. And they must have removed a broken one from that room and then never replaced it. But I learned that story later. The thing to know in general about Horseshoe is these rooms are enormous. They're bigger than most of your standard hotel rooms, especially of these older hotels. When this place was built, the original MGM Grand, this was the largest hotel in the world at that time. And for its time, it might as well have been Wynn or Resorts World or Cosmopolitan. This was designed to be a luxury resort, and the rooms, even though there's definitely ways it has shown its age, all of these windows are still the original old windows and the sliding glass door that is permanently locked. I would say the biggest complaint that I have is these windows. I don't know if you can hear it on the camera right now. They're thin. You hear the noise from outside. There isn't a ton of noise, but we are on the strip. This is Flamingo Road, running alongside this window. If there's a police siren or, very loud, let's say construction vehicles for, let's say, I don't know, maybe an F1 race that they're working around the clock to put up stands for again, you're going to hear noise from outside. Even up on the top floor here, 24th floor, you can hear vehicles down on the street. Needless to say, these windows are not soundproof. I would assume that at some point they are going to dump a lot more money. I don't know. I need to take a stay at the new Versailles Tower. They did do a serious renovation on that tower. I don't know if they installed new windows. I would assume someday down the line, inevitably, they're going to put in new windows here, do away with these 1970s sliding glass doors that are still in this room. Everything else is gorgeous and much newer and doesn't feel old at all, but it still is an old building, and there are little ways in which you can feel it. But as I was saying, the room is large. Even the standard rooms are over 400, if not 450 square feet. A lot of the rooms I've stayed in are 500 square feet or more. For reference, the average size room at like the Link or Harrah's, those are going to be 300, under 350 square feet. When you think of a standard normal size hotel room that you'd find somewhere, think around 300 square feet for that. So in general, the whole place feels very well made over when they converted it to Horseshoe. It feels luxurious. It's still not a high-end luxury hotel. It has always been one of my favorites to stay in, and it still is. The prices are good. You can usually find, under $100 a night here. with the resort fees and everything included. It'll certainly go up more than that on peak nights and peak seasons. As far as compared to the going rate for hotel rooms, you can usually get fair prices here for a very luxurious room. And I'm proud to say that there's some improvements of things that a lot of amenities were taken away after the pandemic, and Caesars kind of just conveniently never brought them back. And a few things have come back online. The hotel gift shop here is open 24 hours now. They didn't have that for a while. It was closed still overnight. Also had a much better time of getting a hold of the front desk over the phones here. After the pandemic, they switched to this fully automated phone system where they ran out of a phone center. I think they still have a phone center, but it used to be, once upon a time, prior to the pandemic, you picked up your hotel room phone, you hit a button that said front desk, a voice picked up instantly. Maybe it rang once or twice, but it was a direct line. Now you would get transferred to their automated phone system. How may I direct your call? Press 1 for this service, whichever. What you hit on your phone didn't matter. All those buttons that said different options on your phone were all just sent to the same phone line. It does seem now that there's a little redirection happening. I still think there's an automated system happening there, but I hit the button, it did dial, it didn't put me on hold, asked me what I'm looking for. I think it might have been an AI voice actually, but it sounded pretty real. And they said, please hold, I'll transfer you. And then it was very quick and I got through to the front desk. So little things like that seem to be improving, at least here at this property. I know over at the Link, they're still taking away amenities. So Caesars seems to be treating this place as more of one of their high-end properties nowadays. They have the World Series of Poker here every year, so they're dealing with a high-end clientele. But, it's not the most high-end property on the Strip. I think it's a great deal for a luxurious feel to your stay at a reasonable price. Tell me in the comments what you think of the Horseshoe. Have you stayed here yourself? What was your experience like? Please let me know. I love interacting with everyone in the comments. Tell me which Vegas hotel you'd like to see me stay at and review next. Until then, thanks for hitting the like button and subscribing. I'm Mike the Vegas Guy.